Thanks so much for joining us. You're watching Direct Edition this week. I'm joined by a man you'll recognise. This is The Masked, and right here we have filmmaker, horror specialist, and general all-round good egg, Mark Price, maker of the movie Colin, a zombie movie you may have seen, is with us to kind of talk some comic books this week. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Cheers, thanks for having me.
First off, we are starting out with Avengers Academy #3, the third issue in a brand new instalment of brand new characters.
I really think this is a really good, fun, new teen book. I think teen books are tricky because there's a lot of characters to balance out, lots of threads, and sometimes it can feel like it's all exposition and no actual action. But this kind of has a nice kind of balancing thing going on.
What I like about it is anyone can jump in because they're all new characters. Nobody really knows them yet. And it really feels like it balances so many levels of like teenage humour, teenage drama and serious drama as well. And the characters are all different, but they've all got a quality that makes them interact with each other really, really well.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, because I'm kind of a layman, I guess, in terms of my comic reading, and I found this like so much fun.
It's very, very
go through
fun.
Lots of great sense of humour in it as well.
There really is. It's got a really dark, sharp sense of humour, and just the surrealness of a woman in a hazardous materials containment suit standing and having a chat in the kitchen is excellent.
Yeah, about feminism, which I thought was hilarious.
It's equal fun for both newbies and regular followers. This is Avengers Academy, issue #3, out this week. It's been a while since we had a chance to check it out on the show. This is Power Girl issue 15. And you know what? I actually really enjoyed this.
I had fun reading it. I mean, I'm not a big Power Girl follower, but I had a good time reading it. It was fun. It was pretty action packed. The art was very, very enjoyable.
It's a great looking book. The art is very awesome. You know, very bright and spacious, I thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very robust. Like there's lots of space, but the characters take it up well.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it's like an open and airy world as opposed to, you know, like a dark and brooding sort of a world. Yeah. So I think I quite like that. Power Girl, even though she seemed, you know, a lot of people argue she's a bit of a one-dimensional character, she's actually, you know, I never thought I'd say this, but I think Power Girl is actually quite cool.
Yeah, I mean, I got that impression from the. It didn't quite sell me on the whole Power Girl mythology, but it's someone that I would probably consider reading into.
Yeah, she's I don't know. There's a lot that's interesting about her. Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of things. No, but I just think, you know, beyond just being like a kind of big-breasted ass kicker, she's actually, you know, there's a little bit more kind of depth there. And I mean, the fact is, I don't know, man. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but girls kicking ass is just fun. You know, there's just a lot about it to like, you know, and it's a really good fun book. So if you get a chance, make sure you check it out. It's Power Girl issue 15. It's out this week. You guess it must be a priority book for Marvel when the governor himself, Joe Quesada, is writing it.
Yeah.
This is Amazing Spider-Man issue 640, and the reason that this kind of jumped out for me this week is that, you know, it's just a nice, interesting kind of take on filling in all those gaps around the whole Brand New Day thing.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of people went wild about that whole kind of Brand New Day reboot, and I'm not sure if this is them kind of admitting that we didn't quite get it right, let's go back and fix a few things.
I was never a fan of the Brand New Day, One More Day thing, but to be fair, I think people got on Joe Quesada's back quite heavily for it. It was the only way they could really consolidate what happened during Civil War, and I think that needed to happen. So they're probably swallowing a bit of pill, saying, yeah, we kind of messed up and this is our way of atoning. Whether it turns out to be any good, we'll have to see.
I like the whole interaction with Peter and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
It's good to kind of see them back together. I think a lot of fans of the book didn't realise how much they really liked them as a couple until they weren't a couple anymore.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to maintain the quality, but this isn't bad.
Yeah, it's quite good. I mean, I liked it. It's not just in comparison to One More Day, A Brand New Day either. It's a genuinely good story. I don't really enjoy it as much as Shed or Grim Hunt, but it's cool.
Not every issue can be awesome when you're putting out a book 3 times a month, but the general level on the Amazing Spider-Man is really high.
It's consistently good. It's
Yeah.
consistently good.
And if you wanted to get into a superhero book and you weren't sure you're starting out, then Amazing Spider-Man is a great book.
Yeah, and it's Spider-Man. He's the flagship of Marvel, and he always will be, and that's his main title.
Check it out, find out why he's one of Marvel's most popular characters in this, The Amazing Spider-Man 640, out this week.
From the midnight caves to the Batmobiles, we burning with the gamma ray laser electric hills. Cape Crusaders falling from off of glaciers, landing under the water, they're shooting microclear tasers. All we do is make the facility melt. Number one villain that's fell off the utility belt. It went boom, blam, zoom, zap. Crash the canvas with the cobras hissing up out of my straps. Leap buildings, flying saucers dissolving inside of the borders.
It's an amazing comic, really, really good. I wasn't too sure about the New Avengers following the first issue. I felt considerable. The Avengers weren't actually what with Academy and the Avengers and the New Avengers. I didn't know where it was all going to go. But in this issue, very much like Incredible Hulk 611, it's just a big action-packed brawl. There's a big rip in the sky where these demons are coming through. Nobody knows where they're coming from. Doctor Strange doesn't know, Doctor Voodoo doesn't know. So those two and Damon Hellstrom, they go off to see if they can find a magical solution, while Wolverine and the New Avengers handle the demons that are running rampant throughout New York City. The art is amazing by Stuart Immonen, and there's quite a considerable last page cliffhanger. It's really, really very good.
Oh, we love a comic book with a cliffhanger, that's why we highly recommend this. New Avengers issue 3 out this week. Just isn't time enough to review all of the books we'd love to read this week. Other things you should look out for include
Secret Avengers issue 4,
Marvel Universe vs. The Punisher issue 2,
Shadowland Power Man issue number 1 of 4,
New Mutants issue 16,
Chew issue number 13,
John Constantine Hellblazer issue 270,
Brightest Day number 8,
Deadpool Corps issue 5,
Highland Laddie issue number 1,
Green Lantern Corps issue 51,
Deadpool issue 26,
Image United issue 3,
Uncanny X-Men issue number 527,
Wolverine Weapon X issue 16. It's a massive issue for the character. This is Hulk issue 24.
I enjoyed it. I'm kind of glad in a way to see a different writer take on Red Hulk, because I've not really enjoyed Jeff Loeb's take on him. But this is another big fight issue following on from Incredible Hulk number 611, and it's the one a lot of people have been waiting for. People have been waiting to see who's going to come out the winner, whether it's Green Hulk, Regular Hulk, or Red Hulk, which is of course General Ross. And one of the most pleasing undertones of this comic is the fact that, as always, they're both fighting over Betty without considering what it is that Betty wants, and I think that's both hilarious and tragic in equal measure, really.
It's always that emotional content that I look for,
Yeah.
in particularly in film with action scenes. I kind of think it's one of the things that is often not achieved whenever there's a movie adaptation. Because I think for me, with comic books, I'm a fraud, I'm afraid. It's always kind of reverse engineering. I'll see a comic book movie and go, wow, I want to know more about that, and then, you know, I'll be educated by you guys. And with this, I kind of, you know, I had a good grounding on the characters and who they were, based on the, you know, I don't think really that great movies that have come before it. And I thought, wow, why can't they be like this?
Yes.
You know, I really cared about what was going on in this, and it was less about throwing a big punch and more about what was behind that punch emotionally for the both characters.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Great looking book, really well written, great to read. This is Hulk issue 24, and it's out this week. Thanks so much for joining us. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week on Direct Edition. Thank you for everyone who's been following us on Twitter. Your names again going past on the screen right now. Big up all of yourselves, and thanks for all of the support you've got for the show. Thanks again for the Mask for being on the show, and for Mark Price, the contribution he was able to make. Hopefully we'll see him again. In the meantime, don't forget Comicana is open on a Sunday these days, and there's always a special deal on a Sunday, so make sure you get down to Shaftesbury Avenue and check out the store if you're ever in the area on a Sunday, or frankly any day of the week you like. Alright, and we'll be back next week with more new comics, more new music. We call it Direct Edition, and hopefully we'll see you then. Peace.